skeleton school. The Winter Olympics are coming up, and if you haven't heard of skeleton, I'm about to put on the hard sell as to why this should be your new favorite niche Olympic sport. Skeleton is an ice sliding sport, very similar to bobsled and luge, although I would argue it's probably the least known of the three. Athletes go down the track on their stomach head first down the ice on a small sled. Now, even though this sled is small, it is heavy. And today we're talking about the tracks. There are only 17 tracks in the entire world, 3 of which are in North America: Lake Placid, New York, Park City, Utah, and Whistler, Canada. These 3 tracks make up the North American Cup Series, which my little sister Gracie has just qualified to race with Team USA. The thing that I find mind-blowing about this sport is that every single track is unique because it's based on the geography of where it's built. The length of the track is measured in meters, but more frequently you'll hear skeleton athletes and the spectators talk about the different curves in the track. The shortest track is in Bludenz, Austria, and only has 6 different curves, whereas the longest track is Lake Placid, New York, and has 20 curves. That's a big difference. Because this is a winter sport, there are very limited times to train throughout the year. Typically, an athlete season will go from late October, if they're lucky, to late March. It's also, as you can imagine, incredibly expensive to go around the world and train on each of these individual tracks. So there are a couple of things that the athletes will do to prep before they get there, and one of them is POV visualization. So there are POV videos going down these different tracks, and the athletes will study them intensely so that they can get it in their body which curve happens when, and they know the timing of it so they don't get lost in the track when they're actually going down. Remember, they have a very limited field of vision because when they're going down the track, their heads are parallel to the ice and all they're doing is looking up with their eyes. So all they have is a couple of inches. They really rely on bodily awareness to know where they are in the track at any given time so they know how to drive through the different curves. And not all curves are made equal. When I hear my sister talk about these tracks, she's talking about putting a toe down here or shifting her weight here. Really minute movements that not only make a huge difference in the line she's taking, but the time she's getting down the track and how safely she's doing it as well. So if you want to learn more about skeleton and my little sister Gracie and the athletes who are competing for a spot in the Olympics, the time to start looking at them is now. They are out on World Cup, they're out on European Cup, and they're out on North American Cup. And these are all things that you can turn into so that when the Olympics come around, you know what you're talking about.